Yo, yo. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, you know what this is. You know what time it is. You know what day it is. You know what hour, minute, second. It's that time once again. It's me, your friend. It's DOOGIFRANCHISE, yes, sirree, in the place to be. And it is show off season, and I'm not alone. Oh no, I am not alone. I got a guest with me. I got a special guest with me. Now, this person right here, shit killer, multi talented, fashion designer, interior designer, super duper humble. How humble? You wouldn't even know she does these things because she's that humble. I know her, and you also will know her as Millie. One word, like Beyonce, just Millie. That's it.
Thanks for the introduction.
That's exactly how we get it. We giving you one word. Like I opened up with saying how humble you are, because when I found out you did fashion design and interior design, I was like, oh shit. And then we was at an event together, and everybody was talking about what they do, and then and like in a weird in a very high praise, and then you sat there and I was like, man, I wish I was like you guys, because you guys do so much awesome stuff. And then they was like, what do you do? I'm a fashion designer. And then everyone's like, what? And it's like, yeah, and I got an interior design business. And we're just like, stop. What? Like, and then I loved it when you had to keep repeating yourself to other people, because I love just watching their faces. And I was
I
just
was
like,
so embarrassed. I was like, oh
what?
my god.
It was awesome. Cause yo, that was, but it's dope though. Like I like
I know.
what led you into fashion, and like how'd you get into it? What led you into fashion? How?
Well, I think for me was, and just to let everyone know, I'm totally sick right now, but it's not COVID. But I got into it because I just like to draw. And then I think that I always wanted to be like an illustrator of some sort. And then in the sixth grade we had like this really weird like kind of project, like this take home project over the summer, where we had to do like these paper dolls. And whoever could like keep these paper dolls going, like with clothes and all these things. I kept mine going the entire time, the entire summer. I was just like obsessed with it. And then I just came back and I was like, oh, I can make a career out of this. And that was in junior high school. So then I decided to go to art school at Washington Irving High School. They had a fashion program. And then from there, I just kind of kept going. Like I was doing both. I was like doing illustration and doing like fine art, but also doing fashion. And then I was like, okay, which route do I want to take? And I decided to pick fashion, to the surprise of my teacher, because he was like, you should be an artist instead. Why would you do fashion? And I was like, well, I have to eat.
That's fair. That is fair. Starving artists is not
Yeah,
it's like you don't want to be a starving artist. Nah, I like to eat. I gotta eat.
exactly. And I ate a lot. So I was just like, I have to eat. And like, I did like fashion a lot. And I was very interested in like just like creating something with my hands and like seeing it come to fruition and just seeing the joy in people's faces when they wore something, or seeing how they felt when they saw like the way they looked. So I went to Syracuse University after that. And I got into the fashion program there. And then that's pretty much how it kind of started. And then, it just kind of took me to a lot of places from there.
Did you ever do your own fashion shows and stuff like that?
I did. I mean, obviously, like school fashion shows, but I did. I did a lot of fashion shows. I did do a lot of fashion week, like for other giant brands. So, like, I would come, like, during fashion week, I would, like, take the bus, the Greyhound bus, back to New York City from Syracuse and go do fashion week.
You
So, I pretty much, like, dress up models backstage.
That sounds dope. You want to name drop some of them brands? Them brands, name drop. Just name drop a few.
You want me to name drop? Okay, well,
Just name drop. We want them to know how high class your resume is.
I did Anna Sui, Cynthia Raleigh, Um, I also interned for Ralph Lauren, which was my first internship. And then after that, I did Narciso Rodriguez, and there aren't that many Hispanic designers out there. So, it was really important for me to kind of like really get a Hispanic designer under my wing. So
Okay.
that was really nice. Yeah.
Just in case people don't know, Millie is Hispanic, so that's what she said it was important to her, which is awesome. Like like
Yeah.
that's that's dope. And you
Thank you.
and you was taking a bus upstate Syracuse back down to the city to do Fashion Week. That's a hustle.
Yeah. In the middle of like a school week, you know?
Shit.
Yeah. And I would do it. So you would have to like literally like right before you have to like email all the companies, right? You will like email like their internship office and stuff and like ask them if they needed help for Fashion Week. And you needed all this internship experience so you can get a job once you graduated. And then just so you could get an intern in the summer too, an internship. So it was always like constantly emailing like this long list of companies and brands just to see like where could I get in just for like to get my foot in the door. And then eventually, like, I started interning in the summers. And once I graduated, I was unemployed for like 7 months. And I was like, oh no, this is it. I'm going to be a starving artist. And it was kind of like, I refused to settle. So I kind of was just like, at one point, though, I did get a little desperate and I decided to apply. Do you know that show, Say Yes to the Dress?
No.
Yeah, so there's that wedding show, like it's like Say Yes to the Dress. It's like this huge popular um like wedding dress shop. And it's like a lot of people go to it because it's based on a show. And I applied there to be a seamstress because I couldn't find a job. And they were like, "No, you're overqualified."
You're overqualified. Wow. I hate
Yeah.
that. Don't you hate that when you actually meet the credentials of somebody, but then they say you're overqualified? Like you're too damn good to work with us.
Yeah, they were just like you have to wait until you get like the job that you went to school for. They were like, "You're a designer, you're not a seamstress." And I was like, "But I got the skills, I know how to sew." And they were like, "No." And I was very like, taken aback by that because I had never heard I was overqualified. It was mostly like you need a job to get a job kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
They might
I
have really
applied.
believed in you. I think they believed like totally into you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think and obviously it was like I felt like it was kind of like faith in a way. Like it was just because right after that I got a call back from Coach, which was my first job. And it was doing like handbags and accessories, of course. And I had no experience in it because I studied like women's wear. And I was like, well, I took a couple classes in accessory design. We'll see how it goes. And I got the job, and it was pretty awesome. And I learned everything I know about like handbags and leather and accessories and hardware and just like so many things. I had such amazing mentors there. And then it just kind of took me off from there. And now I'm an accessories designer. And that's how it works.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Who are some of your inspirations or influences?
For like my own personal designs or for the people I look to when I'm designing for like
Uh
the brands I work for.
you could go both.
I tend to because I work in accessories now. I look towards like Michael Kors and other accessories companies. So like Michael Kors, obviously, Coach is a big one. Louis Vuitton is a huge one. Prada, anything that has a huge category in like leather goods. You know, so that's usually kind of like where I get my inspiration, and I always try to look at Fashion Week every single season. And I've been to a lot of shows, and that also helps too because then you get to see everything like live up close and take pictures. And I use those as reference for my own inspiration sometimes. Like if there's any like cool materials or like cool like prints or anything like that. And even as I walk around, like what can I create like that's new for a new season? Because it's hard to reinvent the wheel every single season, 4 times a year.
Got you. Uh, Random question. What are your two favorite colors?
Oh, I only have one favorite color, but my
Ooh,
favorite color is green.
okay.
Any shade, honestly, like green is my thing. So I love green. Um, so yeah, that's my favorite color.
All right. I understand that. That's cool.
Hmm.
And like, okay. So can you can you like walk us through your creative process when designing?
When designing, so it kind of starts off like, so right now I work at Steve Madden. I've been designing there for about 8 years now.
Yeah.
Um, and you know, some really fun perks about being a designer is that you get to travel a lot. So you get to go to China, you get to go to Europe, you get to go to, a lot of things to kind of like get your designs going. Um, so I think it starts off by like going shopping, right? So like I know it's not a big deal for other people, but
No, I
going
get it.
shopping to me is super important because I just literally collect like a library of things that I like, right? And then from there, um, then we go to China and I like go to like the materials markets, I go to the hardware markets, and I see like all of these random things available. Um, and then I sit down with my factories and I hand sketch like my ideas from there. So I get inspired by everything that's available in the market, that's at my disposal. And because you're at a market, or a materials market, or a hardware market, these are like new things that factories have come up with. So then you kind of can manipulate it to look the way you want it to look, and then to fit the brand that you're working for.
Nice. What's the oddest material you've ever worked with?
The oddest material ever. Okay, so um I hate working with fur. I have to say that. I really do not like. I'm not an animal like fur advocate at all. I think that's my biggest gripe is like really trying not to work with real fur in any capacity. Um, but the oddest material I've ever worked for, I mean, worked on, I have to think. Oh, the towel material, that is definitely a thing. Like people make bags out of that, and it's like a huge trend.
Really? People
So
make
like terry cloth, yes. So
you
you can make a bag that's made out of terry cloth, and you would like to wear it. It's like a huge high fashion thing.
is that is that like a summer thing for when people sweat?
I don't know if it's like a summer thing when people toy, but it's definitely a summer thing for like if you go to the beach or just like as like an item. But I don't actually think it's practical. It's not like I can never imagine wearing a bag made out of towel material and like where am I gonna go with that? It's just but it's definitely a thing and it happens every single year. The trend just comes right back around.
Okay, I might have to Google that one later because that
Mhm.
one that one's different.
Yeah, terry cloth, look it up.
Got you, got you. That's crazy. Um, so you you do high fashion, you do accessories, which is dope. You're a designer of many things. Can you walk us through how you get into interior designing? Because I know you have an interior design business, which we want to shout out because we want to get you that money.
Yeah, so I started my interior design business a little bit before the pandemic. So like right before. I have this awesome friend. She walked into my apartment one day and she was just like, "Oh my God, I love your place. It's so nice. Like you can tell that like an artist lives here." And I was just like, "Oh, that's great. Like, I'm glad. Like this is a reflection of who I am and this is great." And I got a lot of compliments and she was like, "I need you to do my place. I need you to design my place." And I was like, "Stop." And then from there, she was like, "I'm moving into a new place. It's gonna be brand new. I have no furniture." So I just kind of like designed her place, like literally, like really quickly based on the needs that she needed because she was moving into a really small studio. But in no way was I taking it seriously. It was more like, okay, I'm just doing my friend a favor, and I'm not really good at this, right? Like I'll just do it for myself.
Yeah.
Um, and then from there, what happened was like she kind of just talked me up, as our friend usually does, and then her coworker was like, "Oh, I really need help with my apartment," and they liked her place, how it came out. And then her coworker, was my first paying client. And I had no idea what to charge these people. I was like, I have no idea. It's like, what is an interior designer charge? Like, and I kind of had to do my research and like really think about like what is it that I wanted to give these people, right? What kind of presentation. And then from there, I just kind of went from word of mouth. And during the pandemic, a lot of people were stuck at home and their places they realized were just not visually appealing or not comfortable. And it really like helped me out in a lot of ways. And then I got this job at Havenly, which is an online interior design firm. And, I pretty much vouched my case. I was like, listen, I'm already a designer. All my skills translate. This is what I can do. These are my reviews. And then they hired me and I was able to just kind of work from home and do both jobs at the same time. And I got a lot of skills from there. And then I was like, you know what? I'm getting enough people on my own that I no longer need Havenly. So then I had to make the decision to become an official LLC. And my company name is Cozy Studio.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so it's called Cozy Studio, and I've been in business for a year, I would say, and I've had over almost 30 clients now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I love it. I love hearing stories like this. I love it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Really love hearing stories like this. Is there like a strong relationship of like similarities as a fashion designer and interior designer?
There is. So like the way you kind of like view colors, right? And the way you because all designers are taught like color theory and things like that. So the way you view colors, the way you put shapes together, the way you put textures together, to me, it's all the same. So it pretty much just allows me to do what I already know how to do, just like in a different way. And it's really nice to have like that one-on-one with the client and see their faces when they get to see like how their house is transformed versus like when I design a product, like I don't see the customer when they pick up the handbag or they pick up, their luggage or anything like that. I don't see it. But I do see people on the street wearing my stuff, which is really interesting. And that's a different feeling. Um, but yeah.
Have you ever walked up to somebody and said, "Hey, did you know I designed that?"
So I did that when I first started and it got really awkward. So I no longer do that.
They don't appreciate.
Um,
They're haters.
when I worked at Coach, I forgot, like I was showing a friend some of the stuff that I had worked on and it was already in the store. And then the salesperson was like telling me all about like the new collection and like telling me all about it. And I kind of was just like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I totally know, like I helped design this. And she was just like starstruck. And I was just like, oh no. I was like, I don't want to be like that. So it's just kind of like, it's funny when I see people literally sometimes sit right next to me on the train wearing my stuff. And I just like, I just get curious, like, what is it that made them pick up that particular product? Like, what is it that they like about it? Like, I would love to ask them, but I know it can get weird because one, either they look kind of starstruck or either they would never believe me. So I could have two reactions. So that's why I really like to keep things quiet on my end. That's really, yeah, I don't really talk about it.
That's funny. Like, you're a mystery. You're literally you're a fashion superhero, and they will never know who actually is behind the leather that they wear.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, everything that you wear, from your boxers to your pants to your socks, is designed by somebody. And you don't really think about it that way, right? Like you just don't think about it. There's like a person who actually sat down and did that for you.
It's funny as you're saying this. I'm just now looking at my outfit. I'm just like,
You know?
I am somebody's canvas now.
Yeah, you're somebody's canvas. And also too, like if you think about it, we have a lot of power too because like we dictate what you're gonna wear, right? So like in a way, if I decide, oh, polka dots are gonna be a thing today, then I could do it. And then you're gonna wear it because you have no choice because they will be in the store.
Wow, this went from superhero to supervillain right then and there.
But yeah, like it's like this weird feeling of like, people feel like they have like, they have agency when it comes to what they're wearing, but in reality, we all work together to kind of give you what you should be wearing, right? And the colors that you should be wearing. And you may think like, oh yeah, I really like that, but it was already predetermined for you.
Oh shit. Okay,
Yeah.
so okay, all right. Yo, I got nothing for that one. There's so
I
tell
know, right?
all right. So as both a fashion designer and an interior designer, can you tell us some of your best experiences and one best and one worst for each?
Okay, so in interior design, I have to say that dealing with clients is definitely another level for me. Something that I'm still working on and trying to understand. I think working with people in general is hard. Um, but I've gotten clients who can be pretty difficult. So I think that especially when it comes to people's homes, like some people don't want to give up control, so it makes it very hard to work under. And that's something that I don't have in fashion, right? Like I don't have to deal with that specific thing, like dealing directly with the client. And I learned the hard way dealing with people and what that's like. Like customer service, it is tough. So I have some crazy stories, but I can't really
No, no,
can't really say those.
that's
But
fair.
just to say, dealing with people is definitely something I'm learning to work on for sure. Because I'm kind of shielded in a corporate environment prior to that. So, but in fashion, I think let me see. There's some crazy stories there as well. I think you know, everything that you see in like the Devil Wears Prada is definitely some aspects of it are true. And fashion companies can definitely be like that. But and maybe even specific teams can be like that. There's definitely the sense of like, you have to fit in into a specific crowd, or there's like a certain way of doing things, right? Like for example, some designers, like if you work in like a design company, they don't like any noise, right? You can't even like drop a pencil, like it's like quiet, right? Because the designer needs to be creative, and they want their space. Like it's very high diva in a lot of areas, and it's definitely a place where I feel like it's not for everybody, but it's definitely the way you see it on TV. And it's like you can easily be chewed up and spit right back out. So it has to be something that you really want because it's highly competitive. Um, Other than that, I think the good things about it, and a good story is, let me see. In my travels working, I've been able, there's like, I don't know, there's like this, when I travel to China, there's like this specific thing that I like to eat. It's like this, I get taken there every year. And I'm really sad because I haven't been able to go, obviously, because of COVID, but it's this giant pork pyramid, right? It's not that big, but to me, it's huge, right? And like, it's like a pyramid, and it's like, it's a it's this really really awesome restaurant, and I go there every year because my factories know that I like really love to eat this thing, and like there are pictures of me just inhaling it like every time I go, because the only time I can have it, and they only make it in this one part of China, is my favorite thing to eat. And it's literally a pyramid that's made out of pork, and it's awesome. So I think that's one of my favorite things. I think even if I stop working, in fashion, I would definitely go back there and travel myself to China just to get that specific thing.
Okay. All right. This is another random off the top of the head question I got, and I've been thinking
Hmm.
about this one for a long time.
Okay.
If you can design an outfit for any superhero, who would it be?
Superhero.
Yeah.
Let me see. An outfit for a superhero. Hmm.
Or their apartment.
I mean, who is? Okay, so I definitely am an X-Men person. I love, love, love the X-Men. So I think I would definitely, if I could design the for the X-Men, I would. So my favorite one is Wolverine, but half the time he's like naked. So I think I think it will not be a goal, but I think I will go for like Jean Grey or Storm for sure.
Nice. Who's
Yeah.
you got an apartment? You would design their place too. They live in a mansion, so
Oh, I would definitely like to do Iron Man's space. Just because he's very bougie, and I
okay.
would love to. He will have the money to pay me, and I could definitely do a lot.
Yo, yo, that's a good choice. I would have definitely read it. It's like Iron Man. Oh shit, that's nice. Um, do you have any advice for anyone looking to get into the field of fashion or interior design? Any words of inspiration or advice?
I think the my biggest advice is like if you really want to do something, I say like really hustle for it. I think that that's my biggest advice. There's so much competition just in general, and I think that you really have to hustle. Like email people every day, no matter how many rejections you get, right? Like there was this one time when I went around, just dropping off my resume, like in like the fashion companies, like just going in the lobby and just dropping it off, right? So like I knew where people were, and then I would just show up to the receptionist desk and just drop it off. So I think that you just really have to hustle a lot, and I think that that's my biggest advice, because like I said, like it's a very like tough and really fast paced environment, and I think that you have to really want it, and yeah, you got to really go for it.
Okay,
That's my biggest
awesome,
advice. Yeah.
awesome. That was a great word. That was really good advice. That is
Yeah, like I feel like you just have to really be like like a heavy go getter, because next thing the girl sitting next to you could want your job. You gotta level up.
uh, thank you. I respect that because that is literally that's the mentality. Just go for it. Hustle and keep grinding and shining.
You do. What I like to do is I used to make a list of all the brands like that I liked or wanted to work for. And when I was in college, I studied abroad in London. I went to London College of Fashion for a semester, and I was like, I'm gonna get an internship while I'm in London. And like, I did not have my working papers, but I did it anyway. And I emailed as many people as I could before I got there, and I got to work with this really cool brand named Neurotica. It's not around now, but at the time they were really big, and they used to be in Topshop, and it was awesome. And I just kind of, while all my friends were just like out partying and stuff, I was interning. Like, so yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was worth it. And I got to go to London Fashion Week too, which was like a huge thing for me. I got to see Naomi Campbell. I got to see a couple shows. It was awesome.
You saw Naomi Campbell.
Yeah. She like dashes out the door as soon as the show's over. She has like a secret hiding, like she has like her own secret door. And you can't even get back there fast enough.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's shit. I you about to be famous after this. That
Yeah, I mean, I got some stories, but like I said, like it's like unless you like pull them out of me, like they will never come out on their own.
so
So,
okay, because it's weird. Because now you're intriguing me more to try to pull more. So like, can you name a list of celebrities you've like brushed shoulders, crossed paths, maybe tripped over?
I've definitely brushed shoulders with some Victoria's Secret models like Heidi Klum,
Oh,
um, Naomi Campbell. I'm trying to think. I've been to like obviously like Betsy Johnson. She's a designer. I've been to her shows. Um, Let me see who else. Ralph Lauren. Um, uh, who else? I'm trying to think. A couple of people. Obviously Steve Madden. I've seen him a bunch of times.
yeah.
Um, uh, Anna Sui. These are people I interned with. In terms of models, there were like, yeah, it's mostly like Victoria's Secret models too. Because when I was working, when I was in school, I used to work at the Victoria's Secret store on 34th Street. Now that it's closed now. But at nighttime, all the models will shop, um, and
Damn.
they would just get their picking of whatever they wanted. So if we were working the night shift, they were all there. They would just come out with giant freaking duffels of things.
Shit.
Hmm.
Hey, look. If you gonna work with Rihanna, just let me know, please. Okay. If you're working with Rihanna, let me know.
Yeah. Since she's in California, I was very surprised. I didn't know that they were out there.
You did that already?
No, I didn't know that they were in California, but they are in
Oh.
California. Yeah, yeah. No, I have not.
Oh, because I was about to be like,
I
what?
wish. No, no, no. I'm really interested to see what my next moves are. But at the end of the day, my goal is to like become a creative director, and that would allow me to kind of dictate like what the whole brand should look like, just like on a whole company level, and that's what I would like to do at the end of the day.
All right, I love this. This has been a good episode. This is good. This is good. This is a good episode. I'm having a good time talking to you right now. I feel
Yeah,
inspired.
I'm glad you feel inspired. Yeah, like listen, I'm a low key workaholic. I have to admit it to myself. So I will just let everybody know that everything that I've accomplished is because I work a lot. So yeah, that's probably why.
Awesome. Can you tell people where they can you let the people know where they can find you? Like follow you?
Um, so if you guys want to follow my interior stuff, you can follow me at Cozy Studio. And you spell it COSIEE Studio. You can also check out that website. Um, but my Instagram is private, so you can't really follow me there. But if you
That's
guys do want to follow me, it's Mila Diaz 09 on Instagram.
got you. Like
Yeah.
this was awesome talking to you and I'm loving this. And I I don't
You have
I
any
know,
questions
huh?
left?
I actually have no more questions. Like you pretty you pretty much hit everything and plus more. So I just want to
That's awesome.
thank you and I appreciate you coming on the show.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Like so, thank you. Like you define the terms of it's show off season. You do it. You grind. You hustle. You just keep finding new ways to do your thing and get your thing. So I like
Oh, did I also tell you that I was also a yoga teacher? I
the fuck. What? You are?
was.
You was.
I am, but I haven't obviously I haven't practiced because of COVID, but and obviously I have way too many jobs now, but yeah, I did. But then that could be a whole other thing. Yeah. I just like, I think I like learning new things, and if I'm really interested in something, I'll just go forth and do it. Right. And I just get like this really crazy drive. Like I just get this weird burst of energy and I just like do it. And like then I do everything at once. And then I feel like I have like I'm an octopus, like I have like all these tentacles and I'm just doing things. But that's usually how it goes. Like if I find an interest in something and I realize I'm good at it, I just go for it.
Bet.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna definitely put this one out there, guys,
No. Yeah, I used to
folks.
work at Yoga to the People. I worked there for almost 4 years. I did my certification in 2015.
Oh shit.
No, 2014. And then yeah, and I was a student there. I went there all the time, and I was just like, I like this so much. I'm here all the time. I might as well just get myself certified. And I did, and I got to teach for a while. I was teaching really early classes, like 7 a.m. So obviously, because I had a job to go to, so it worked out for me. I'm a morning person, so it works.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Folks, follow her, hit her up, hire her. Show some love to Millie. Millie, just Millie, like Beyonce and Prince. Just
Like
we're doing it. Just one name.
just one name.
All right. Cozy Studios.
Yes.
Once again, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
On this beautiful note, I'll tell everyone goodbye and good night.